So to answer number 5 on this week's discussion board post, I was reading up and it was talking about a teacher in the next classroom using technology. I do feel as though every teacher is going to use technology very differently. I personally will use it if it is a need, and I want my students to be able to have that accommodation if they ever need it. But I do not believe that it is appropriate all the time to teach instruction. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some things that technology will be needed and will be used to be able to teach those instructions. But I do feel as that's when us as teachers have to come in and decide if that's the best way to teach that instruction, or if verbal instruction will be better, or just teaching the lessons out ourselves and seeing how our students get it that way. And then if they need more help or if they need less help, then that's when technology can come into use and we can be able to test, give them activities to do, stuff like that, in order to check their progress, see if they're doing better, see if they're doing worse. And then if we notice that they are doing worse, then we can be able to help them in whatever they need, or if they need more instruction on it, or if not. Now, I do feel as though starting with the instruction online is also a good resource, but it really just depends on the lesson at hand and being taught to the student. And that's when we have to decide, yes, this is a great thing that technology could be used for, or no, maybe I should just teach this lesson myself and see if maybe my students will get a better understanding of it. Now, as I talked about in one of my earlier questions, I am figuring out that math is a subject that is really difficult when it comes to online, because a lot of the resources don't go really in depth about how to answer each question. So to me, if I personally feel as though I struggle with it, I'm not going to allow my students, well, I will allow them to if they need that use, but if I know that they also struggle with it, I'm not just going to make them go online and do that math themselves. If math is something that they struggle in, then I'm going to make sure that I have that time to be able to teach that lesson and make sure that they get a better understanding of what they are being taught, so that they are able to use that in their daily life.